In this video I'm going to show you how you can get and stay motivated from the 3 laws of motion of Sir Isaac Newton. This video was inspired by a blog post from James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits. If you don't know the book already, go check it out. Anyway, let's get started. In 1687, Sir Isaac Newton published a book called The Principia, Mathematical Principles of Natural Philosophy, which described 3 laws of motion. These laws can be used as an interesting analogy for boosting your productivity, simplifying your work, and also improving your life. And the first law goes like this. An object either remains at rest or continues to move at a constant velocity unless acted upon by an external force, meaning objects in motion tend to stay in motion and objects at rest tend to stay at rest. So, this is you. And you're probably watching this video at your desk, on your couch, or in bed, sitting still, and you're trying to find enough motivation to work out. But what you don't understand is that you don't need more motivation. What you need is to set yourself in motion, meaning right now you have to get up and take the smallest step possible. So many people have the wrong perspective and they're thinking like this. This is where they are, and this is where they want to go. So they see their end goal very, very far away, because from the time you leave home and finish your workout, get back, wash yourself, eat something, it's like, let's say, 2 hours total. So they think of it like this one very, very far objective, and they believe they need motivation for the whole thing. But if you change your perspective and you break this big goal into smaller chunks, meaning, let's say the first part is putting your shoes on. Then you have to prepare your backpack. Then you have to get into the car and drive to the gym. Then you have to get in the gym, change yourself, and warm up for 10 minutes. Then whenever you do your first set, your second set, you finish your stretching, and then you get back home. So maybe you don't have enough motivation to do the whole thing, but if you just get started, put your shoes on, do you have enough motivation to prepare your backpack for the gym? Of course. After you prepare your backpack, you think you have enough motivation to get into your car and drive to the gym? That's pretty easy. And then when you get to the gym, you have enough motivation to get on a treadmill for 10 minutes and warm up? You understood the idea. Let's say you run out of willpower and you drop off after the 10-minute warm-up. But this is still a win if you repeat this the next day, and the day after that, and the day after that, and so on. This becomes a habit. And when it becomes a habit, you won't need motivation to do it, because it will be something natural to you. So you don't need to wait to have enough motivation to do the whole thing. You just need to make the first step, set yourself in motion, and focus on the next small step that you have to take. So objects at rest tend to stay at rest, and objects who are in motion tend to stay in motion. So it's way easier to find motivation once you get started and you focus on taking the next small step than it is for you to wait to have enough motivation to do the whole big thing. And also you can think of it like this. Let's say your car broke. Where do you think it's going to be easier to push it? On a road that's completely flat or downhill? Cool, this was the first law. We wrap it up and get into the next one. That says the vector sum of forces on an object is equal to the mass of that object multiplied by the acceleration vector of the object. The important thing is that the force is a vector. So this arrow is our vector. And vectors involve both magnitude, meaning how much, and also direction. So if you want to get an object from A to B, both the force and the direction matter. How this applies in our context of motivation? Well, let me show you. So you learned earlier how to get yourself started and get the workout done. Now as days, weeks and months pass, you need to refill that motivation over and over, or otherwise you won't stick with your workouts. And the number one motivation booster or killer is results. So what you need to be looking for is the best approach that will get you results the fastest. Let's say that your end goal is to burn fat and build muscle, and you have three options in hand. The first one is cardio. The second one is weight training. And the third one is to use some electric stimulation machines. Which one of these three do you think is going to be the best choice to achieve your goal? If you choose cardio, even though it burns fat, it destroys muscle mass. So this is going to be a miss. If you are going to choose the electric stimulation machine, these, to be honest, are going to be a bigger miss than cardio. Then you're left with weight training. That builds muscle, increases your metabolism, and helps you burn fat long term. The bottom line is, if you're going in the wrong direction, it doesn't matter how much work you put in, it won't get you to your goal and you eventually will run out of motivation and drop out. But also, even if you're in the right direction, if you don't put in enough work, you won't reach your goals and again, you will drop out. So make sure you choose the right direction for your goals and put in the hard work that will get you there. If you see results, you will constantly get motivation from your progress and it will make the process much easier. Whew, that was a big one. Now, let's get into the third law, which is when one body exerts a force on a second body, the second body simultaneously exerts a force equal in magnitude and opposite in direction on the first body. And to put it in simpler terms, whenever you are going to push something forward, there will always be forces that will try to oppose the resistance. Here we have motivation that's trying to push you forward, and on the other side you have things like, let's say, stress, you will have lack of sleep, you will have negative self-talk, even friends that are trying to talk you out and go do something else. Time could be an issue as well. And now you have basically two options. You can either try build up more motivation by maybe having a clearer vision of how you want to look. You can try motivate yourself with fear. I don't know, if you don't work out, you won't get rid of some health problems that you have, and maybe you're risking early death and also pain. Like maybe later in life you will regret that you didn't take full advantage of your youth and your health. So this is the first choice, trying to increase your motivation. And the second choice that you have is to try to eliminate as many of the opposing factors as possible. Let's say, for example, that friends are always calling you to do, I don't know, other stuff, go bowling, play pool or whatever. A good solution here will be just to learn to say no more often. If you don't get enough sleep, maybe you should try some relaxation techniques. You can also buy a new mattress or a bed if you're sleeping on a couch and have a weird position and you always wake up tired. If you're stressed out, then you can try find more time for yourself. Again, trying to relax, go have a massage or have a relaxing bath, and of course trying to eliminate the causes of your stress. Negative self-talk for sure is a big problem that I believe all of us struggle with, but we have to realize that it's making us no good. Basically, we are what we think about, so if we want to have different outcomes in life, for sure we need to change our self-talk. And finally, time. With time, to be honest, we all have the same 24 hours in a day, so it's a matter of choices. So what you can do is you can start writing down a journal and see if you can identify activities that are taking you necessary time, and also maybe what other things you can do faster and maybe free up 10, 20, 30 minutes so you will have enough time to work out. Alright, so yeah, these were the 3 laws of Newton. I hope they gave you some helpful insights into how you can get yourself started, find more motivation, and push through as weeks, months, and years pass. Drop a comment below and tell me which one of the laws you liked most. And also, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to be notified when I upload next. And I hope to see you soon. Ciao!